saves last week. Sawyer, Allen, and Shea Keethler out for the opening face-off. Allen looked like he was going to have it, but instead it comes away to the Terps as the ground ball is scooped up by A.J. Larkin. Maryland on the attack first, moving right to left.
What is a different type of formation that may make Maryland more susceptible to providing open spaces? If not, Glenn, it might be a long day.
Hounds sticking with Sawyer Allen, who's now 0 for 10 on the season, and that
See, that's the risk point there, right, Glenn? With how Loyola is struggling with face-offs, they've had multiple long-term defensive stands. Fortunately, there was a TV timeout, but
Gunkel with you. Team switch sides.
Carson Hall out for the Greyhounds, Glenn. We know that he's a serviceable face-off man, but where he adds value is he's athletic, and like you're seeing now, he can as they say, scrum it up, muck it up, and he comes away with possession.
First face-off win of the day for the Hounds. Carson Hall, who was 5 of 12 a week ago in the with his first career goal from Carolina Beach, North Carolina, the way of Ashley, where his mom is the girls lacrosse coach. And another face-off win, but yeah, they might need a timeout maybe. Why wouldn't you take a timeout there, Chris? Scrum for the ball continues. Prolonged battle, and you're getting to the point where even if Loyola comes up with it, they're not going to be able to clear.
Yeah.
That's the issue. You get down to 20 seconds.
You can see that
Minikis, his first of the day, his third of the season for the preseason All-Patriot League selection. And maybe that's how Loyola gets their offense going. They go back to Sawyer Allen, and the results remain the same for Sawyer Allen so far this season.
They once were.
I don't know.
At the Murphy house.
There's a third brother, right, too? I believe the third brother that played at Holy Cross. And Will played at Holy Cross as well. And Luke scoring the third straight goal for the Hounds here. Makes it 3-1 with 8:37 remaining in the second quarter. Now, how does Maryland respond? Loyola goes back to Carson Hall. That one.
Now, I was going to say, worst case scenario, Loyola forces the ball back, making Maryland clear, and now you see what's happening.
Opportunity for a ground ball. This is a big one.
That's a great ground ball by Spanos.
Yep.
Great ground ball.
Particularly given all those long poles in there.
This is where Loyola has to be.
Ends a drought for Maryland. Loyola's lead just 3-2, and the face-off dominance continues for the Terps.
This is a big,
huge ground ball.
First-time ground ball for Loyola on the inside.
And it's swept wide, which allows Houlihan to be able
to get underneath the defense undetected.
4-2.
And here we go.
And that's a quick win indeed for Keethler. Maryland's going to get a chance to get a shot off. No, they're not. Remy Reynolds thwarts that, and that's how the half comes to a close. What a...
Let's maintain our poise and continue to execute in the areas that we need to in order to be successful today. Basically, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
Just haven't been able to win face-offs. Carson Hall's going to get called for the slash after he lost that one. So Maryland will have an extra man coming up if they're not able to take advantage of this possession to start the third quarter. I'm going to guess that wasn't on the menu.
Playing at the same time, it might have been even better.
Yeah, it could have been a total mob scene. Still, great crowd today, great atmosphere. And Loyola in front, 5-2 midway through the third quarter. And Carson Hall out there again. And this will be the first time that we see a face-off win for the Hounds in some time. Also,
that helps provide extra opportunities for you in possessions.
There are still 15 minutes to go. Maryland has still enjoyed a level of dominance at the face-off dot. Plenty of time for them to figure it out. Loyola's got to keep this going. They'll send Carson Hall out to the dot to start the fourth quarter against Shea Keethler, Glenn Clark, Chris Gunkel, our tremendous Patriot League on ESPN crew, and a face-off win for the Hounds.
Now this is where you got to be clean. They are. Excellent job.
Good ground ball from Chase Gregory to start all of that.
Can't tell whether he had behind the back.
Is extra
on who's going next Easy conversion for Spanos.
Yeah, Trujillo trying to get back in. Houlihan didn't get over in time. Spanos gets his second of the game to cut it to 5-3.
When you go high like that, looks like he got caught on his shoulder. It caused him to lose his balance.
Quick face-off win, but
oh boy,
that is extraordinarily good fortune, because it looked like Shea Keethler was going to be off to the races after that face-off win.
Yeah, I can't tell whether
to knocking that pass down. Doesn't come up with it. First extra man conversion of the day for the Terps. Spanos with his third goal of the contest in the season. It's 5-4 that quickly, and another face-off win for Shea Keethler.
Yeah, and if you're Loyola, you're at that point where it's like, all right, who's going to make a play here? Right? Who's going to make a big play to change this momentum? And now you can see a little bit more of a...
yeah, Maryland's trying to change the...
This is his stick instead of his legs. No slide.
Urksa's first of the day makes it 5-5. Maryland has scored 3 unanswered goals to start the fourth quarter.
Who's going to make the play for Loyola? Who's going to do it?
Who's going to do something at the face-off dot? Hall trying to fight to keep it down there on the turf. And Keethler's going to come away with it. And that's the problem. Maryland has been playing a lot of make it, take it. Not a lot, because they haven't scored that many goals, but they have me right now, despite the momentum clearly being completely on the side of the Terrapins.
True, but it's still just a 1-goal game, 9 minutes to go. You may need those later
I get
on.
it. I do get it. You want to make sure you protect possession in that spot.
But you think about Maryland, Glenn, they looked listless, but they maintained their composure, they maintained their poise to put them back in this position. And now they have completely regained momentum, as you see a great ground ball there by Larkin, and even better stick work to get rid of it.
Give Whittier the assist. First goal of the season. We know it's not the first goal of his career. He actually had one at Rutgers before he transferred to Loyola.
Well, I tell you, Glenn, interesting development is Loyola has taken out Jake Wilson and put in number 48.
Brady Rogoff.
Brady Rogoff, a pure freshman out of New York. Now, I don't know if Wilson came out because he had not been playing well.
Carson Hall got it out of Creter's stick, and Houlihan comes up with it.
Boy, that's an unbelievable ground ball and series of events by Loyola.
And how about Carson Hall sticking with it?
Well, we said that's what he's been known for. No.
Of Daniel Kelly there. Kelly's second of the game. It's 7-6 Maryland with 3:11 to play.
Big face-off, Glenn.
Yeah, got to somehow come up with something here. Hall and Creter, and Hall does a great job of scooting
this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. They're going to reverse it to the weak side quickly.
They got 13 seconds.
Try to stretch it and find the 2-on-1. You have to jam it in the middle.
Down to 4 seconds. Watkinson's got to find an option. Lobs it all the way to the corner. Woo!
Wow, what a play. Page.
Somehow able to tuck it in that near post.
Wow.
Keenan Everhart, what a home debut for that young man. 2 seconds left. Carson Hall just keep it down there. And that will be how regulation comes to a close. 60 minutes, not enough today. Gonna need some bonus. You score, you win. Nobody scores after 4 minutes. We'll do it all over again until someone scores. Once upon a time in a different era of lacrosse, you'd win the faceoff and then you'd just hold it for the entirety of overtime.
Glenn, I got a feeling if Loyola wins, it's Remy Reynolds that's going to convert this thing.
That's a bold prediction.
It is, but you have to do things differently to get ahead, Glenn.
Carson Hall did well to keep it alive, but not able to come up with it. Maryland will have possession. Stamos tracked down the ground ball.
Boy, they had